And we are back. Cheers, buddy.
Cheers. Cheers to a good day.
That was a good day.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Nice to kick back and relax after standing for 5 hours. And my voice is probably gone from talking
yeah.
my ass off.
A well-deserved couple of beers.
100%, man. I got to recharge after shit like this. Like, I do a show like that and I get mentally tired.
Yeah.
My ankles are sore and my back's tired, but I get more mentally tired. Like,
Yeah, so when I was in, we talked about this earlier today. When I was in sales, you would be mentally exhausted.
yeah,
And that to me is more difficult. I would rather be physically exhausted than mentally exhausted
Totally.
any day of the week.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you got to be on, right?
That's the thing is I
Well,
genuinely,
maybe not you being on. You're just walking around, chilling out.
yeah, I did do, but
I'm just kidding. You killed it today, man.
I think we did all right.
Yeah.
I didn't feel out of my element, and I wasn't sure if that was going to happen or not today.
No, you did great.
I didn't know how specific the questions were
Yeah.
going to get, that kind of stuff, and I think
Yeah.
we did all right.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah. And then I was like, I have a podcast. Do you want to?
Yeah. Shameless plug.
And also go look at the Skill Harmony.
Sean Ramsden, shameless plug. Yeah.
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 Yeah. You guys are usually who I'm shamelessly
I know.
plugging, and so we had to. We had to
Someone's
find
gotta do
someone
it.
else. Yeah, that's right. That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, yeah, like I'm more of an introvert
Mhm.
than an extrovert for sure. So like for me to do stuff like that, I enjoy it,
Totally.
but it's not my element.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It takes focus.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything that takes focus is gonna kind of wear you down.
Totally.
Yeah.
I love it though.
I'm very good at it.
Yeah.
Because I think it's years and years and years of sales.
Yeah.
And I do genuinely care when I'm talking to people, but it's usually like this, you and
Yeah.
me, not 30 fucking people an hour.
Totally.
You know what I mean?
But that's how I'm not a salesperson. I am a relationship person.
yes.
Right. So I'll never tell anybody to buy Columbia Taping Tools.
Yes.
But I'll build a relationship and I'll figure it out and we'll see how it goes. But
We talked about nominal value a few times today, and you were just like, that's not what it's about.
actions speak louder than words.
100%.
I'll make a great product.
Yep.
The odd time someone's not going to be happy with the product, I'll make sure they get happy with the product if they contact me, or maybe they won't. But yeah, I believe in more actions speak louder than words for sure. But
That's when I gravitate towards people like you, Brett Kennedy, like, Brad Hanna for that matter, Cam,
Yeah.
Even Steve, even Nick, like they're
anybody can say anything. But
Yeah.
if you can't back it up, it doesn't
Show
mean
me.
shit, right?
Do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It's people that are doers are less worried about the dick measuring competition. They're less worried about, proving to you that they're somebody. You don't need to be somebody. Just do what you say you're gonna do. And it's a simple process. Right?
Totally.
Yeah. It was super cool though.
Yeah, it was a lot of
kinda
fun,
feel
man.
like a celebrity out
It
there.
was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
A lot of people came by. We got to chat with a lot of people. Saw Cam walking around the stilts. I don't know who gave him that authority, but that was good, man. That was
kind of
fun.
looking over.
I wish he was doing some backflips or something like that.
It's like an extension of his fucking legs, man.
I know.
Like, I can't even.
How tall were those?
Those were only 4 feet.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah.
But they might have been the tall boy because he was up. I was looking.
He looked
straight up
high.
like this
I don't know
guy.
if it was just a video or whatever, but
I think.
I mean, he was high.
Yeah. That's what I said. I was like, you can't be high here. He was like, I'll do what I want.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's that was a great group of people.
Yeah.
Nobody was shitty. Nobody like tried to steal the tools. Like I had my eye on
Except for
everybody.
Nick.
Yeah,
Walked
except for
off
Nick.
with the tomahawk.
Oh yeah. It'd be great. This here. Okay, just take it, I guess.
Yeah. But,
Which
yeah.
is a joke because
You know what? He had a lot of interest in his booth. That was cool, man. I want to see him succeed. Yeah.
as much as hanging out with you was great today, seeing the amount of people that went over to Nick's booth
For sure,
I
man.
really liked that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's another product that you believe in, right? And the guy behind it's not a douchebag. Like
It just takes that following. It just takes people using it in their arsenal. Same with Steve with the 3-way.
Yep.
Just takes that snowball effect. People start using it. They start becoming familiar with it. It becomes a normal everyday thing for them.
Yeah,
right?
it's not magic beans.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And,
Yeah.
and he's showing people that, like, he had swirl stuff that he made, like what would be on the ceiling.
Yeah.
And he's covering it up. He's showing people that it's possible.
Totally. Oh, geez.
I know, right?
Yeah.
They were very professional.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it, man. It was good. Meeting Lydia was really cool. I had her on the pod. That drops whatever I said, I think on Sunday is
Yeah.
when that drops. But she's just such a nice person.
Oh, yeah. Totally.
Yeah, it's so weird. I always get that you look familiar from people.
Oh, yeah.
And whoever the third guy was, not her husband, but the other fellow.
Oh, the build guy.
Yes.
Andy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like, hey, yeah, I saw you before. And I usually, because I'm terrible with names, but I'm really good with faces. So I was like, I don't think so. But I was like, was it at CSR? Because I did. It seems like in those moments you're shaking 30 hands at once.
Yeah, for sure.
And I thought maybe that's where it was. And he said, no, in Dallas. And I almost wanted to be like, yeah, for sure. But I'm such a shitty liar. I'm such a shitty liar.
Or you didn't just go.
I was just, no. I was like, no, I don't think so. But I do get that a lot.
Yeah.
The you look familiar. That must have been famous in a past life or something or whatever.
Yeah, for sure, man.
What I said to him was, well, he must have
You're
been
just
very
trending.
handsome.
You're trending.
So I'm just trending.
Yeah.
I'm everyone's fucking nightmare that I won't stop talking.
Yeah.
And that's where he knows me from.
Yeah. Good, man.
Oh. Yeah.
What was your favorite part of the show?
You know, I enjoyed all of the show, but when I nerded out with that steel stuff, that new fireproofing.
Who makes that? You don't even know. I guess you'll have to find out.
Yeah. They got cool hats. The names on
those the camel hats.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I took a bunch of their pamphlets and stuff too.
Nice.
It's
where do they sell their product?
So they don't in Canada. So
Okay.
they've got a company called Fusion, and then somebody else that he mentioned. I'm lucky that I tape things like on that live, because that's the only way that I'm going to know what's going on here.
Sure.
Um,
You definitely won't remember anything by tomorrow morning.
if
all goes as planned.
I'll remember Liquid IV works. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think meeting all the people.
Yeah. That you feel like you already know.
Yeah,
you don't know.
and the new people, right? Like the from UK. What's his name? He's
Andy
on level 5.
Yeah, Andy.
Yeah,
great guy.
oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited to
We're going for breakfast with him tomorrow.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited to spend a little bit more time with them. That UK market, the Australian market, I know nothing about it. So I'm excited to kind of like dip my feet into that a little bit more and just kind of like have those conversations.
Yeah. I find most people in this industry, it's not a massive industry. It's a small industry. So most people are genuinely nice.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, you got the odd person, but I mean, most of them are genuinely nice. So
yeah. And like it's very rare to find somebody with a shitty attitude at one of these.
they get booted out.
They're like,
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was the right crowd, it was the right everything.
Yeah.
And I think my favorite part was everybody that walked up was like, these look really cool, right? Like it's
The tools.
yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
love the tools.
And the lighting there just blings it out too, right?
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I did. I enjoyed it. I'm gonna spend a little bit more time walking around tomorrow. I
Yeah,
think,
for sure.
and just
Yeah.
kind of take a good look at it.
Yeah, man. There looks like a lot of stuff to see.
There's tons of stuff to see.
Yeah.
When I did that live thing, I was like, this is way too long to do today. So
Yeah.
I just chased Cam around on the stilts and like,
Yeah. You should definitely walk the whole show tomorrow.
yeah, I think I'm gonna try and
On stilts.
yeah, it'll be great.
Like the
with
drywall
my
checks.
300
Walking
pounds.
around just looking down on all of us.
I know, right? Literally, I couldn't deal with that, but that's fine. I was like, that sounds exhausting.
Wow.
It sounds like
It's cool actually. I like watching it go up, watching people walk.
yeah. And you know what it reminds me of is like, not Louisiana, but like that, like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And where
sure.
they wear like the long pants.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool, man. It's they've kind of stepped back a little bit on the Instagram stuff.
Have they?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know.
But good for them. Like when you get big like that, I think it's a nightmare,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Where like even now, like after the show,
Oh, you constantly replying to messages and
there was 59.
yeah.
I've never had 59 notifications.
Yeah.
Never.
And
And
that's trendy.
I'm so
Yeah. No, I know though. That's what but you got to do it.
Yeah. Oh, I'm happy to.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's crazy. You know, when Brad says it's like 100 people a day sometimes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
and obviously you have to pick and choose at that point. Like if I
Yeah.
got there, I would just have to, like Manny from the Construction Life podcast says, he does his shit in the morning and then he puts his phone away. And then at the end of the night, he brings the phone back out again. But you would have to isolate. I'm going to do this for an hour.
That's what I do.
Whoever I hit in an hour,
Yeah.
I'll do it. You know, I'll do my best.
Yeah, I know you. I've gotten to the point where I don't even have notifications for my emails or texts, or I leave it. I check it a certain amount of time a day. And sometimes it's 8:30 at night.
Totally.
Sometimes it's 4 in the afternoon, whatever. And I just hit them all off, and it is what it is. What are you going to do? You got to prioritize your time. You got to spend time with your family. You got to, but, and you also want, I enjoy having those conversations. It's not going to be instant, you know.
I mean, when you added me to Instagram, I almost did a fucking backflip because it was you.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? And then
Yeah.
the back and forth that we've been doing, I think that's so
Well,
cool.
so I kind of went away from Instagram for a while there. Probably for a few years. I just got out of it and I was going through some stuff, and then I got back onto it because I kind of missed it. I was going through our Columbia page, just kind of watching that just through my personal Instagram, and then but then I kind of wanted to get back into it, get to know everybody. I kind of felt like I lost touch with everybody. And
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But when you take a step back like that, for one, you have to.
Yeah.
Right. When you're deep into anything and it's starting to be a large percentage of your life,
Yeah,
you do really need to reel it back.
totally.
And then that helps you, for one, appreciate it, that it's continuing, but also like how much of this is fluff and how much time am I going to devote to it, things like that.
Yeah,
becomes
but
more
what are you
managed.
missing out on too? There's some really cool relationships you can do on there, and you know, like, yeah.
Yeah, Josh is like that. I met him through this, and I never would have met him. Right, Cam is the same thing. I never would have met Cam.
Yeah.
Or even talked to him, and those are the things that you like you said, you'd miss out on that
For
if you
sure.
weren't there. Yeah,
For sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know, hey.
it is nice to just sit.
I know, we were walking through the mall there on the way back, and I saw that foot massage place, and I was like,
When you stopped, I was like, we're getting folks.
I know, I think we might be on the way back. Depends if they're still open, man. It looked pretty nice.
I have to change my
Looked pretty
sock.
nice. No, man, they'll wash your feet, everything. Who cares?
Perfect.
Just go in there, whatever you want.
You're like, hello, I'm a disaster.
Yeah. Check out these bad boys. No, they'll love it.
Yeah, I bet.
Grind down on that thing. No, I don't know.
They just slap your leg like a side of beef.
Yeah. You're selling me on it. You're selling me on it.
That's right.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Tonight will be fun too.
I'm excited.
I don't know what we're doing yet, but
Tonight is the stuff I'm the best at.
yeah.
Is mingling.
Oh yeah.
And keeping conversations, building,
For sure.
making friends.
Yeah.
Real good at that.
And that's where it'll be at the show. Everybody's kind of doing things. Everybody's distracted. Tonight's where you can kind of,
It's very professional at the show.
For sure.
Right. Yeah.
everybody be a little loosened up. Everybody be partying a little bit. Yeah. It'll be good, man.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I wish I moved the flight to Friday, so I would be here, but gotta work.
Yeah. Sounds like everybody's doing that. Everybody's flying out tomorrow after the show. You know,
What a foolish thing to do.
I know, I'll be a one-man show Thursday night.
It's all right.
It'd be kind of nice, actually.
I'm not sure what time I gotta be at the airport, but I'll be around for most of it.
Time's your flight.
I think it's like 11 o'clock.
Oh,
It's like
perfect.
stupid. Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be hammered.
Yeah.
Pretty
Just
sure.
chuck you an Uber.
I'm just gonna
Get this man to the airport. Make sure he's got his passport on him.
That's right. We're gonna ship your luggage out. Don't worry.
Exactly. Yeah.
No more podcasts.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. Today was a real good day.
Totally, man.
Yeah, I want to go around with one of those goodie bags.
Yeah.
Just fucking
Do it, man.
see
Load
what
that
this-
shit up.
I'm literally going to.
I know.
Yes.
People love it. People love it. We were putting the lanyards out. Nobody that even knows our brands just grab them. They just go around and grab the free shit. Right?
Yeah.
But it's good. It's good, man. Good on them.
The amount well, and good. It's marketing, right?
For sure.
Fuck yeah.
For sure.
Put your keys and take two.
Oh, yeah.
To a friend or whatever.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, like those hats. He was like, take two if you want. Like somebody will take it. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Mint.
Yeah, I felt like there was quite a bit of interest in the tomahawks today, which was kind of surprised me.
So two reasons that I think that happened. One, I don't think, like you were saying before, there was about a 5% market, 20% market, something like that.
Years ago, yeah.
And now it's grown into a bigger thing.
Yeah.
And it was what we put on the outside.
Yeah, true.
I think that's what everybody walked by and they were like, oh, I've never seen that before.
Yeah.
If it was like the compound tube, everybody's got one.
Yeah.
A couple of people picked that up today and they were like, oh, you got one of these now?
Yeah.
We're like 15.
Yeah, we've
years
had
ago.
it for a long time. Yeah. I know.
He points over to Can-Am's booth. He's like, do they know about this?
Oh yeah.
Pretty fucking sure they know about it. Yeah,
They
their
know.
whole brand is built
They
around
know.
it. So. Yeah, I wish we were gonna put the tactical set out there.
Yeah, but it kind of blocked the whole booth.
No, it would have closed it off. It would have been a bad deal.
Yeah.
But
that Predator sure looked damn good under those lights. Yeah.
yeah, pick it up, right? Anybody that wanted to look at it,
Oh yeah.
pick that up.
Yeah.
Oh, it's light. Oh yeah, it's carbon fiber.
Exactly.
You won't
Yours
break
could
it.
look like that too.
Mine about fucking 15 minutes. I have to give it to Giuseppe for for 3 hours.
Yeah, for sure.
Actually, that's the next thing. Is that when you send those parts back, I'm going to give it a nice bath,
For sure.
give it some love.
Oh yeah. Just get in the bath with it.
Oh yeah, and I'll put
Remember Tough Mudder Drywall?
yeah.
Yeah, he was the guy that used to get the bath with the tall boy pump or whatever, and he'd clean it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna put the music from Ghost or whatever the fucking that music, whatever that movie was.
That's funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was good. What was your favorite part today?
The beers at breakfast.
Yeah, that was
No,
a good deal.
I've been doing this show a long time. I like seeing Fresco Harmony get quite a few people in his booth.
Yeah.
I like seeing that.
Yeah.
I obviously like getting in touch with people I haven't seen in a long time, as
Mhm.
we have Australian customers, English customers. People I get to see everybody
Yeah,
in one place. I don't have to go everywhere to see them. Just catching up with everybody.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's why I gravitate to you a little bit, because it's like, what was your favorite part? And it was like seeing other people doing good.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
it's like, yeah, that's I love that.
We don't get anything out of this show.
Wow, you're showing up to be like I showed up,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
We're here.
For us, it's just to show up, shake hands.
I do feel that. I think the majority of the people that came to the booth were like, we love this shit and thank you. Kind of,
Yeah.
like it was a lot more of that. And then you shoot the shit with them. Like that one guy from up north, like he said he does 130 houses a year or something.
This guy in Ontario.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And his two kids, hopefully one of them comes on the podcast.
Yeah,
But like they're rocking it.
for sure.
And they were literally just there to shoot the shit and
Yeah.
like show appreciation.
Yeah, it's nice. I wouldn't have met those guys otherwise, right?
And I think it's not like Comic-Con, you're not signing signatures, but they're there to just be like, what's up?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you're not
Yeah.
selling
Nobody
anything.
wants my signature.
No.
But yeah, no, it was fun. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. I would tomorrow will be fun. It'll be a little more chill. Like
Yeah.
I said, it's more of like an industry day. You'll get to go around and look at all the other booths. It's definitely a show worth going to, for sure. I would say, like, if you're just to see what's going on, there's always a few new products there. But the social aspect of it is just the fun part of it, I would say.
That's what hit me, was like, there's a community, right? Like
Yeah.
I keep coming back to that. I know it's a regurgitation, but I mean, we're building a community here. Well, you guys have built a community here.
Yeah.
I know. And I just mean you got to show up to stuff, right? You got to shake hands. You got to tell people they're doing good. And people are gonna have questions.
Yeah.
Like that guy with the ankle head toy. Like it's we're tearing tapes. It's like, well, I don't know what the fuck's going on with it.
Yeah, but I can help you adjust it,
Yeah.
and we'll figure it out, right?
Well, like you said, if you can't figure it out, you send them a new one. Like
Yeah.
it's not the end of the world. Like when you've got a customer base that is obviously loves the product, right? You troubleshoot with them, and then if you can't troubleshoot with them,
We'll figure it out.
it is what it is. Figure it
Exactly.
out. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't think enough people do that. We talked about that today too, where when people are being negative about a product, I think right away, when 80% of the people that are talking negative about products aren't using them properly,
Correct.
right?
Yeah.
And then there is,
Or they don't want to do the learning curve,
that's right.
right?
Yeah.
Not always though.
Yeah.
But one of the first things I ask is, have you used the product before?
Yeah.
How long have you used it for? What's your mud consistency?
Mhm.
A lot of it can be answered that way. And
Those are quick
time to
answers,
time,
man.
the odd product gets out
Yep.
where there's a problem with it, right? But we will stand behind it.
It's
The one thing is when you buy a tool from Columbia,
Yeah.
we will stand behind it the entire life of that tool. As long as we deem it manufacturer's defect.
we
There's
talked
no-
about that last night, where you're like, when something shows up, it's 30 fucking years old.
Yeah, for sure. Like we're not just gonna sell it to
Pay
you.
for himself.
I mean, we're in for the long game.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be doing this my whole life.
totally.
So what do I care if I get one sale from somebody?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Well, which a lot of people do. Because they're a salesman for a company. They work for them for 2 years, they move on to somewhere else. No, I want to have that person be happy. Right?
Yeah.
So yeah.
And
And you can't make everybody happy.
I was just
Right.
about to say that, is there's fucking people that just enjoy being miserable.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter if you're giving them winning lottery tickets, they'd be like, well, I wouldn't have so much fucking money if I didn't win the lottery. Like, and that's a horseshit answer to something. But there are people that just thrive off being a pain in the ass. And good on them.
Yeah.
Because they got to be there. They got to be the, you got to overcome something.
Yeah.
Right.
And you know what? Sometimes if you don't say things, we don't know that there's a problem.
That's the other part of it. And bad feedback.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. But if it's a real thing,
Yeah.
you
When I talk
wanna
to
know
people,
about it.
most people come up and they're like, awesome,
Yeah.
great. I go, yeah, but is there anything you don't like?
That's right.
And then they'll say, yeah, this, and this. And I'll be like, okay, here's what you got to do.
Yeah.
Right. And because most people aren't going to tell you because they don't want to come up to you and be like this. Most people don't want to.
It's like going
Right.
up to an artist and going, yeah, I love that first album, except that third song was
Yeah.
shit.
I want to know about the shit.
Yeah.
Right.
But I do. That's that constructive criticism. Is what
Exactly.
that is.
Yeah.
And even
Or I can get you over that hump
yes.
and we'll figure it out.
Well, just like
Right.
you said, what's with the mud consistency? What's with this? What's
Yeah.
with that? It's usually a real quick answer like that, and people go, "Oh shit!"
Yeah.
Like, and these are people that, it's not intimidating, but it kind of is, And
Totally.
you mentioned that.
You don't want to go up to a guy and be like, dude, your fucking product sucks.
Yeah,
Well, some people do.
yeah. Two
Or
fucking
you don't want to go up and
monstrous
say,
human
hey,
beings. Start talking shit.
yeah. Well, I take the fucking tactical set box and close their head in it a few times. And
Yeah.
yeah.
Does it feel
Yeah.
better? Like,
Yeah.
I,
Well, the angle head works fine now.
I knew that would fix it.
Yeah.
But you're right. You said that a couple of times today, where it was just like, it makes it less worrisome, right? Like because it is. When you look at those products, you see what they cost.
For sure, man.
It is.
I'm a consumer.
Yes.
I buy things.
Yeah.
I want to be backed up. I want to buy things that work properly. I take that pride in making our tools too.
Totally.
Right. And if it's not working properly, I'll stand behind it. Right. Until it's fixed.
Well, you're not going to know that something's not working and keep it on the market.
Yeah.
It's just, it's bad business. And
Exactly.
it's your baby too, right? Where
Exactly.
it's like, well, what the hell's the matter with it? Let's figure it out.
Let's figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah.
And sometimes you're just never going to figure out.
Some things are a fucking flop, man. And I haven't come across anything yet, but I mean, there just are flop products that are like this is so fucking niche to one side sometimes.
Yeah.
Or it was just a good idea for someone, but not
That
for
happens with
everyone.
a lot of people that come up with inventions.
Exactly.
They have this idea, they come up with it, they get a bias from someone.
Yeah.
Someone loves it, they love it, and they think it's going to be huge.
Yeah.
And 20 people want to buy it. You know what I mean? And it's hard to launch a product.
Yeah.
Because there are great products out there, like the products we were talking about earlier.
Mhm.
It's not easy to get them into people's hands and get them to change their routine.
And it's the change of routine,
right?
like when we talk about fresco or the three-way or anything like that, like a 10-year guy or a 20-year guy has figured his shit out. He knows what's works.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
So when you're like, hey, I know that this works and you're not going to make any more money.
Yeah.
But I'd like you to do this. At least things like with Fresco Harmony and the three-way, you are going to make more money.
Yeah.
But there's a fucking learning curve to
For
it,
sure.
right?
And you got to change your day. You got to take a little time out of your day, take a little time out of your chilling for a month or so. And, it's the same thing. Like when we come up with a product, we come up with a product that is similar, say like a 10-inch Fat Boy inside track box.
Mhm.
That's not a hard product to sell because
Yeah.
everybody knows what a box is.
Totally.
Come up with a corner cobra.
Yep.
It takes 5 to 10 years to make it a somewhat of a staple. Same thing with the tomahawks, the smoothing blades, right? It's a long-term vision, and eventually it just becomes a staple in people's. But if you think you're going to actually, when you come out with it, you're like, oh, everyone's going to want this.
It's fucking amazing. Yeah, but you got
It
to
doesn't.
into
It
people's
takes a
hands.
long time, and
Yeah.
you got to have tutorial videos out there. You got to have people learn to trust it because it's not cheap.
Yeah.
It's $400 or $500 tool. It's not like you're just going to go take a leap on it, right?
I mean, I wouldn't have had the corner cobra if you guys hadn't sent it. There's no fucking way.
Yeah.
Like I would have put that money towards like an 8-inch box or like something that I didn't have already that I was already using. But that is, like I said that with the podcast that Steve and I did, it was like if somebody were to be like, you can only have this many items in your kit.
Yeah, on your desert island or whatever, right?
Yeah, and the corner cobra is absolutely one of them because it can take over a bunch of things that you already have, and it odd angles are a fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
But I never would have. There's no way. There's no way.
No.
Just because if I was throwing a bunch of money at stuff, I was blind to it.
Yeah, for
Until
sure.
you get it into people's hands,
Yeah.
and then they're like, "This thing's fucking amazing."
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. And sometimes you don't even know what's out there.
I didn't know it was out there.
Exactly.
I would have saw it on the shelf and went like, "That looks complicated," and I
Yeah.
would have walked right past it.
I know.
Um,
I come across stuff even like with our manufacturing. If the reps don't come out and tell us,
mhm.
like, this is an automatic file, this is a new product for your CNC machine that can hold more tools.
Yeah.
We don't know. And we just keep going with our routine, right?
Yep.
And so that it just takes time to learn about stuff. I mean, we're always out there searching for innovation for sure, but not everybody is, right?
And it's not a full-time job either, right? Like it's not like you're flying around the world looking at stuff. It's when it comes to you, you spend the time to make, see, does this make sense? Does this not make sense?
Exactly.
And then that is what it is.
Yeah.
That's one of the nice things about social media though, because you send it to a couple of people and they make a couple of posts about it or whatever. And now
Exactly.
1,000 people have experienced that one person's experience.
Exactly.
And I think that's
It gets the ball rolling a little bit, right?
for sure it does. And there are definitely people out there that are like, I don't struggle with odd angles. Okay.
Yeah.
But there are people like me out there like these.
But if you enjoy being home, right, then you can spend a couple $100 and you'll be home earlier.
That's right.
Right.
Yeah.
But it teaches own, right?
And again, like you can't shove things down people's throats. It's just the way that it is. But if there's a problem, there's always a solution. You just gotta have you gotta find it.
Totally.
Yeah, I think I thought there would be a lot more stuff going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
There's not. That's why I told Nick it's a good time to go, man, because nobody's doing anything. Like people are walking around on stilts and people are. Graco was doing a spray thing. I don't know if they were doing.
I didn't even.
But there's very few demos going on.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah.
Now it's also in a giant, beautiful room. Like you're not going to be.
Yeah, but it also
all everywhere.
catches people's attention.
Yes.
I mean, two guys standing in a booth doesn't really catch your attention that much, right? But if you're actually doing something, it catches your attention.
For sure.
Yeah.
I was gonna like just hold the Predator for a bit.
Yeah,
because it was like everybody.
That's what. So the old owner of All Wall, Jeff Weiler, he used to walk around in the aisles and have the trigger and the thing, and he'd hit people with the
just give him
the creaser wheel or whatever. He'd be walking around, and he would gain a show just walking around and messing around. And he was a great guy, man. He was, but he had that energy that just brought people in. Right.
And at that point, you're just fucking around with people.
Yeah.
And eventually someone's going, what is that even?
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's interesting, man. This was a lot of fun. Any other thing that I've done like this in my life has been very pitchy. You know what I mean? Well, like you are there to close sales.
Yeah.
And there was just none of that.
Yeah.
I didn't have anything to sell.
No,
It was just like, if you got questions or whatever. And
for sure.
and there were definitely people that had never seen it before, like that guy at the end there. And you like walked him through the whole thing.
Yeah.
Because it's like this guy
And
probably
he's from
doesn't even tape.
California. That's like the hub of
Yeah,
taping tools, the
yeah.
mecca of taping tools. Like, I don't know. That was bizarre to me. But anyways,
Yeah.
he got fully educated.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he could do it now. He's
Yeah.
never gonna, but
Yeah.
now I will say on the podcast, we talked about the drywall Olympics a few times today.
Oh yeah.
And I think that's fucking gonna happen.
100%.
I'm pretty sure.
That would be amazing. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
totally.
Man, that is a testament to Brad.
We'll do some PED testing before the
Yeah.
yeah. No, that would be an amazing event.
I think it would be. And just like get it out there, put a bunch of content out there. And the people that didn't show
More
up,
of a for the people, by the people type thing, right? Like
Yeah.
this one, it's a little corporate,
for sure. This is yeah.
but something like that would be more like hands-on. Let's have some fun.
Well, there was a guy at the end there, and he was just like, there should be, he kept saying Mexicans because he's from wherever he is, California or whatever. But I said boots on the ground, and he went, yeah. Like that's what he meant.
Yeah,
Was like there should be people that are doing the work coming to things like that.
totally.
And that's exactly what the drywall Olympics will do.
Yeah,
Is you're gonna have finishers showing up to finish,
yeah.
and
Well, that's why I like bringing someone like such as yourself,
Mhm.
or other people in the past, like Leah and Lydia and Danny Moody, Phil.
Yep.
Let's have actual people with boots on the ground,
Yeah.
showing the stuff off and being a part of it. I mean, some guy in a suit doesn't attract me, right? It's like,
yeah. Oh, you're the reason it's so expensive. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the way
right?
I would look at it
Yeah.
right away.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there was definitely a lot of suits walking around.
Oh yeah.
today,
Corporate fucks, you call them.
I mean, that's what they're called. And no, they all seem super nice.
I'm
though,
just
and-
kidding.
and yeah, me too. I'm just
You know what? Most of them are totally awesome people. I like to bust. I just like to
you
bust
gotta bust balls too.
Yeah.
You have to bust balls.
Yeah.
And I also think, and I kind of slide into this a little bit, and I think Cam does too. Like when we talked to him today, he's got guys finishing a house at home right now. Right.
Yeah.
He should be at home right now.
Yeah.
But it's like,
Likes taking time out of his schedule.
well, and we decide to do that to be a part of the community, right? But like the average Joe's not going to do that shit. But if you had something, maybe not on a Saturday at CSR, but like a Friday afternoon or whatever that leads into an evening, I think that'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Working Joes that do that shit. And who doesn't want an excuse to leave work at noon on a Friday,
Totally.
right? To
Yeah.
then go do something cool with the
It'd be cool to
community.
make it an event that changes places sometimes. And
You'd have to jump that around.
yeah,
If it became a thing,
Yeah.
until it got big, you'd have to jump.
totally. That'd be fun.
I think so. It's that's what's so exciting about all this with me, because it's just like you've got this enormous community and you're just trying to shrink it. And every time you shrink it, you kind of get rid of all the cannon fodder, if you know what I mean. But
Yeah.
like the people that don't care.
Yeah.
It's like, get the fuck out of here and let's just shrink it up a little bit. And then you're gonna start conversations like that. When there's good to be done, you'll have a large group of people to be able to do that with. Like since the podcast has started, I've met tons of people and
Yeah.
they're all like-minded.
Yeah.
And that was unintentional.
And you can also, this industry is too small to burn bridges
100%.
because everybody changes places. Everybody's working for different companies all the time. You don't need to be a dick.
No.
To anybody.
And
You don't have to like everybody either,
that,
but you don't have to drag people down,
that's right.
right?
Yeah, I've got great reason to not be nice to people, right? In certain places, right? But you'll never hear that from me, right? And
What's the point?
Exactly.
What does that do
What
for anybody?
fucking good is it gonna do for me or you or
Yeah.
anyone else? Your intention there is just to knock someone down a peg. Like,
Right.
you don't even know if that's gonna work.
Exactly.
Because if they're as good as who they say they are, then
Or
you
you
know,
know what? Maybe they're just learning and they're pushing their comfort level.
Yeah.
And eventually they're killing it. Right.
well, I mean,
It's like those Gilbert taping,
yeah,
like we
they're
gave them
fucking
the
great.
taper
Yeah,
and I wanted somebody to do a video that never got done the taper before.
yeah.
Because
It was
we got
awkward as
Phil running it, we got Brett Hanna running it, you
Yeah.
got Danny Moody running it, and it looked professional. That doesn't help anybody that's never used a taper before. I wanted to have somebody, and people are ripping into them. You shouldn't be using a taper. You suck at it.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah. What was when?
Fuck off.
First of all, you didn't have the balls to put the first time you touched it online.
Yeah.
For one.
They did.
Yeah.
Right. And they did it. And they took the abuse, a little bit of abuse. I wouldn't say, but what's the point?
Yeah.
What do you get out of that?
And
Does that help you sleep at night?
well, and if it does, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Right. If you've got to knock other people down to feel better about yourself at night,
You
that's
gotta
trash.
check
That's
yourself.
real trash.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't look too far into people unless I get to know them a little bit. And those girls are amazing at
Dude,
their job.
well, how could you ever say a bad thing about them?
Yeah, and
They're
they're
literally the salt of the earth. Like,
they're the next generation. So I don't think I said it on that podcast, but I did say it on the next one that they gave me a lot more faith of the next generation, right? Like
totally.
they're
You got guys
working
like
at a
Cam
time.
coming up, them coming up. I think that's helping for sure.
I had a very negative opinion of the next generation of what the fuck are we gonna do
Oh,
here
totally.
until I started the podcast. And
Yeah.
it's like you get to know some of these people and you're like, they're killing it. It's not like they're getting kind of good at it. It's like they're doing just as good as the 20, 30, 40-year people
For sure.
now.
Yeah. Well, they're open also.
Yeah.
They're getting trained on the new way of doing things because they don't have an emotional attachment
Yep.
to the way they did it in the past.
Yeah, I call that kind of stuff dinosaur stuff, where it's just like I've been doing this for 30 years.
sure.
I'm not fucking changing it. Like and I wouldn't change it either. If I was 10 years out of retiring,
For
I'm not
sure. What's the point?
redoing shit.
What's the
Yeah,
point? You don't want to invest in yourself. You're out. You're mentally gone.
yeah. And even you'll make more money or finish it faster. So like you've established your life the way that you're gonna do it.
But these the young ones, they got long game vision, right? And they're
yeah, man. Like when you see Cam on that stilts running the fucking Predator, he's told me he's gonna make a video. You know that Goodwill Hunting, the sound clip that's like you know how easy this is, you know how fucking easy this is.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I sent him that. I was like, you need to make some
That's
content.
funny.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
I sent that to Josh too. I'm excited for Josh to throw the shirt on. I talked to your social media
Oh yeah.
and I was like, you really should get a hold of Josh. And then I'm gonna, if he needs a hand, I'll give him a hand with the content, but I think he's gonna be just fine.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff that he's sending out now,
Nice.
it's real good.
Nice.
So I'm excited to see more black shirts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right,
Come to the dark side.
let's go have a few beers, buddy.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll be back.